Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Meet the Candidates. I'm David Thomas here on Shelbyville Now. And across sitting from me today is Ms. Anita Epperson. She is in District 4. She is a commissioner and she's seeking re-election. So thanks for sitting down, Anita. And I know a lot of people know you out there, but there's a lot of people new in the county, and this is for them. This is for voter education, so people will know who's running. Let's just jump right in. Give us a little bit about your background, what you do for a living, maybe your career over the years, and your political affiliation.
Okay. Born and raised here in Bedford County. Don't plan on leaving. I plan to die here. Worked here all my life. I grew up on Hawthorne Hill Road, which is out now in the 5th district. It was always the 4th district. I've always lived in the 4th. But they just recently changed it. But now, I still have my family farm out there. It's a 4th generation farm. We have cows. So we still farm it. And I live in Wheel now. And that's where my husband was born and raised. He's born and raised here too. So we have a farm there as well that we farm with, do hay, and we have some chickens and animals. And so we, this is home, and this is always, the land has, been important to us. And as far as what I do for a living right now, I'm a master barber. Been a master barber since 1987. Started barber college in 85 after I graduated Central High School, and did that for about 5 years, and then decided I needed to do something for insurance, because when you're working for yourself, it's tough.
For sure.
So I worked at the Times-Gazette 14 years, and I loved it, and stayed there until corporate took over, till it sold out to corporate. I've worked at McGee's Prescription Shop for 3 years. I worked for Mayor Ray, county government. That's kind of what got me into this, where I'm at now. I was his executive assistant and HR director for the county. And then when he left office is when I had run and got elected for county commissioner. So my mother was sick, had Parkinson's, and I needed to take care of her because my dad had passed away. So I went back to cutting hair, and was very blessed that I was able to go back and do that and take care of her and kind of set my own schedule.
Right. Political affiliation.
Typically, I would say I'm a Republican. President-wise, I've always voted Republican. Very conservative, strong about the Second Amendment, First Amendment. But I have voted Democrat. When Mayor Ray ran Democrat, I voted for him. So I think, maybe it's about the people. I'm running as an independent because when you serve as a county commissioner, you do have to serve for everybody. It's all your constituents, and whatever they believe, you still have to listen to them. So I am running as an independent, but I am very conservative. Usually vote Republican.
Okay. Question number 2. What got you to the point to where you decided you wanted to run again? You've served, 2 terms now?
2 terms.
And this would be your 3rd term. So what had led you to the decision originally to run for office? And now, since you're running again for re-election, what has made you decide to do that? And what makes this the perfect time to run again?
I feel like the first time I wanted to run, like I said, I worked for Mayor Ray, and, was really interested in the county government, wanted to do more for my community and make a difference, and felt like I could do that. Felt like I had a lot of knowledge from being in the day-to-day interactions in the mayor's office. So now I feel like that I hadn't gotten everything done that I want to get done. And the people, seem to want me to run again. I had, people approaching me, asking me to run, make sure I was going to run again. And there is, like I said, a lot of stuff that I want to get done. So I just feel like that I'm not there, and I want to help out the community.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Number 3. What do you feel like our greatest challenges are as a county today and going forward?
I know it sounds like a broken wheel, but growth, and how to control the growth so that we manage it to be smart about it. Everybody's like, it's coming, we're going to grow, but We could have higher standards to make sure that who comes in our community, is definitely somebody that wants to be here. That I don't want developers that come in and do high density subdivisions and go and they're just, out in the middle of nowhere building these subdivisions and houses stacked on top of each other. So, and we don't have the infrastructure. The Duck River is one of my big worries, the water.
Right.
We don't have enough water. The roads, I work off of Union Street. So getting to work and from out of work in the afternoons is a chore.
Right.
The traffic is a lot because, we've not thought about that as we just have people coming in. And that doesn't, the property tax, people think, well, the property tax will pay for so we've got industry coming in.
Right. All right. Number 4, what's your favorite thing about Bedford County?
It's home.
Okay. Yeah.
The people, said born and raised here, grew up here, graduated here, played ball here. So yeah, definitely the people. And I want to keep that hometown feel to where, it is, everybody helps everybody. And if you're stopped on the side of the road, you don't have to worry about somebody stopping to help you or, I want to keep that small town feel and everybody waves at you when you go down the road and not
Right.
the big city.
Right. Okay. Question number 5, last one. If you could wave a magic wand and change anything about Bedford County, what would that change be?
Oh, golly, just one thing.
Well, it could be multiple. I mean, but just the first thing that comes to your mind, what would you change?
I would change the growth out in the county, and try to some of those subdivisions that's going up. And for everything that we have like that, we have to have more animal control, more police department, more ambulances and jails and the county services, all that. I'm not sure if people realize that, but schools, that's the burden on the county. So they're paying for, taxpayers in the county is paying for all of that. One thing that's really close to my heart is animals. So I would like to help with the animal laws and I'm president of the Middle Tennessee Spay and Neuter Clinic board of directors. I helped start that. And so I've been on it all the time and trying to, keep the strays out of our streets. And when people call that somebody can go take care of that. And, but the same with the homeless people, that we have somebody to help. And
Right.
So it's a lot, but yeah, I think probably my biggest thing would be, like I said, to curb the growth back from where it's been. If I could wave my magic wand and go back.
All right. That ends our 5 questions, but now I'm just going to turn the mic over to you. What else do you have? What other message that you possibly have for voters out there?
I'm here to serve you, to represent you. That's what the county commissioner does, is represent the people in their district. Most of the people in Bedford County I've seen have the same goals. I have 2 kids, 5 grandkids, another one on the way, so I'll have 6. I want them to grow up in the community that's safe and has that hometown feel, and that they can, not worry about playing out in the front yard. But like I said, basically I'm here to represent the people of District 4. If they 20 people calls me and says I'm against this, and 50 people call me and say I'm for this, it really doesn't matter how I personally feel. I should vote the way the most people want me to vote. And that's what I've always tried to do. And there's been a few times that, and people get mad about it. But I try to, just say this is what the majority wants. And I encourage everybody to call and tell your people,
Sure.
How you feel, what do you want? So, I've worked really hard. I've always had, my whole life, I've had more than one job. I don't ever remember having just one job. I've had 2 or 3 part-time jobs here and there as I was working full-time. So I understand the struggles. Seniors are close to my heart. Seniors, kids, and animals is probably my three
There you go.
things. And because they really don't have a voice for themselves a lot of times. And so I try to help those three things to, and I'm the senior tax freeze that's coming up. I'm on that committee. I volunteered to be on it because I think that's something that's important because I know the struggles. I've been there. I mean, I've been down to $2 in my checking account and no money, and so I understand. I know how it is, and I want to help. I want to help the people. I like helping people.
All righty. Thanks for sitting down, Anita. We wish you the best of luck going forward in this election term. And thanks everybody for watching another edition of Meet the Candidates. We'll be back again real soon for another candidate. Again, thanks, Anita, for sitting down with us.
Well, thank you for having me, and
Absolutely.
I hope my constituents will put me back in.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching.